Listen, I need to share something with you that's been weighing on my heart for years. In over 3 decades of treating men over 50, I've heard the same whispered confessions in my office more times than I can count. Men telling me, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore," or "I avoid intimacy because I'm embarrassed." Perhaps the most heartbreaking one: "My wife deserves better than what I can give her now." If you're watching this, chances are you've had these same thoughts. You've noticed things aren't working the way they used to. Your energy feels drained, your confidence has taken a hit, and maybe, just maybe, you've started to believe this is simply what getting older means. That this is your new normal. I'm Dr. James Caldwell, and I've dedicated my career to men's health, specifically helping men reclaim their vitality after 50. What I'm about to share with you might sound impossible, but I need you to hear me out. What if I told you that the key to reversing these feelings isn't hiding in some expensive prescription or complicated medical procedure, but might actually be found in one simple morning habit that takes less than 60 seconds? A habit so basic that most men completely overlook it, yet so powerful that it could restore the circulation and vitality you thought was gone forever. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share contradicts everything you've been told about aging and male vitality. More importantly, it might just change your life. Let me tell you about Robert, a 58-year-old construction foreman from Ohio. When Robert first walked into my office 2 years ago, he could barely look me in the eye. This man who had built houses with his bare hands, who had been the rock of his family for decades, sat slumped in the chair across from my desk like a defeated man. His wife had sent him to see me because she was worried about him. "Doc," he said, his voice barely above a whisper, "I feel like I'm disappearing, like I'm becoming invisible, even to myself." Robert went on to explain that his energy had plummeted over the past few years. Simple tasks that used to be effortless now left him exhausted. His confidence was shot, and his relationship with his wife was suffering because of issues in the bedroom that he was too embarrassed to discuss with anyone. What Robert didn't know at the time was that his symptoms all pointed to one underlying issue that affects nearly 40 million American men over 50, yet remains largely undiagnosed and untreated: poor circulation. Specifically, compromised nitric oxide production in his blood vessels. You see, nitric oxide is what I call the master molecule of circulation. It's responsible for keeping your blood vessels flexible, open, and functioning optimally. When you're young, your body produces plenty of nitric oxide naturally. But as we age, this production dramatically decreases. By age 50, most men are producing 50% less nitric oxide than they did in their 20s. By 60, it's often down to just 25% of youthful levels. This isn't just about one specific area of your body, though that's often where men notice it first. This affects everything: your energy levels, your mental clarity, your physical stamina, your ability to recover from exercise, even your mood and confidence. When circulation is compromised, your entire system suffers. I explained this to Robert, and then shared with him the first morning habit that could start reversing this decline immediately. Every morning, as soon as he woke up, I wanted him to spend just 30 seconds doing deep breathing exercises, but not just any breathing, specific diaphragmatic breathing that would stimulate nitric oxide production naturally. Here's how it works. When you breathe deeply through your nose, holding for a count of 4, then exhaling slowly through your mouth for a count of 6, you're actually triggering your body's natural nitric oxide production. The sinuses contain nitric oxide, and this specific breathing pattern helps distribute it throughout your circulatory system. I taught Robert this technique. Breathe in slowly through your nose while expanding your belly, not your chest. Hold 4 for counts. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts, completely emptying your lungs. Repeat this cycle 5 times every morning before getting out of bed. 3 weeks later, Robert called me. "Doc," he said, and I could hear the difference in his voice immediately. "I don't know what kind of magic you taught me, but I feel like I'm waking up. My energy is coming back." My wife has noticed the difference too. But Robert's transformation didn't stop there. The breathing exercise was just the beginning. I also introduced him to the second morning habit that would amplify these effects dramatically. Let me tell you about Michael, a 62-year-old retired teacher from Texas. Michael came to me with similar complaints as Robert, but he also mentioned something that caught my attention. "Doc, I used to love my morning coffee, but lately it just makes me feel jittery and tired. At the same time, I don't understand it." What Michael didn't realize was that his morning coffee routine was actually working against his circulation rather than supporting it. But with one simple modification, we could turn his daily coffee habit into a circulation-boosting powerhouse. The secret ingredient: a half teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon stirred into his morning coffee. Not just any cinnamon, mind you, but specifically Ceylon cinnamon, which contains powerful compounds called cinnamaldehyde and prosanidin that have been shown in multiple studies to significantly improve circulation and support healthy nitric oxide levels. Ceylon cinnamon works by relaxing the smooth muscle and blood vessel walls, allowing for better blood flow throughout the body. It also helps reduce inflammation in the cardiovascular system, which is often a major contributor to circulation problems in men over 50. I had Michael add this simple modification to his morning routine: half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon in his first cup of coffee, stirred well and consumed slowly while doing his deep breathing exercises. The combination of the breathing technique with the circulation-supporting compounds in Ceylon cinnamon created a synergistic effect that surprised even me within 6 weeks. Michael reported not just improved energy and stamina, but also better sleep quality, improved mental clarity, and a renewed sense of confidence that he hadn't felt in years. His wife mentioned that he seemed more like his old self again. Now, you might be thinking, "Dr. Caldwell, this sounds too simple. If it were this easy, wouldn't everyone know about it?"
Ow.
And that's a fair question. The truth is, most doctors simply aren't taught about these natural approaches to supporting circulation. Medical school focuses on treating disease, not on optimizing health and vitality. But here's what I learned from treating thousands of men over my career. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are hiding in plain sight. Sometimes what we need isn't more complexity, but more simplicity. Let me share one more story with you about David, a 55-year-old business executive from California. David's case was particularly challenging because he traveled constantly for work, had an irregular schedule, and was under tremendous stress. The breathing exercises and cinnamon coffee helped, but he needed something more to address his specific lifestyle challenges. That's when I introduced him to the third morning habit, a 2-minute contrast shower routine. This might sound uncomfortable at first, but hear me out. David would end his morning shower with 30 seconds of cold water, followed by 30 seconds of warm water, repeated 2 times. This contrast therapy works by causing blood vessels to constrict and dilate rapidly, essentially giving your circulatory system a workout. It's like strength training for your blood vessels. The rapid temperature changes stimulate the production of nitric oxide and improve the flexibility and responsiveness of your arterial walls. David was skeptical at first. "Doc, I already hate cold showers. You want me to torture myself every morning?" But I convinced him to try it for just 2 weeks. The results spoke for themselves. Not only did David report improved circulation and energy, but he also found that the morning routine helped him feel more alert and focused. Throughout his demanding workdays, the contrast shower also had an unexpected benefit. It seemed to improve David's stress resilience. The brief exposure to controlled stress in the morning actually helped his body handle the various stressors he encountered throughout his day more effectively. These 3 morning habits, when combined, create what I call the circulation reset protocol. The deep breathing stimulates natural nitric oxide production. The Ceylon cinnamon provides sustained circulation support throughout the day, and the contrast shower strengthens and conditions your circulatory system for optimal performance. But here's something crucial I need you to understand. While these morning habits can make a significant difference and have helped hundreds of my patients feel more vital and energetic, they're addressing the symptoms rather than the root cause of the circulation decline that happens as we age. See, the real issue isn't just that we need to stimulate nitric oxide production, though that's important. The deeper problem is that as we age, our bodies become less efficient at producing nitric oxide from the foods we eat and the activities we do. It's like having a car with a partially clogged fuel line. You can add premium gasoline all you want, but if the delivery system isn't working optimally, you're still not going to get peak performance. This is why some men see dramatic improvements from the morning habits I've shared, while others experience more modest benefits. The morning routine helps, but for many men over 50, they need additional support to really restore the circulation and vitality they remember from their younger years. During my years of research and clinical practice, I discovered that there's actually a specific combination of natural compounds that can help restore your body's ability to produce and utilize nitric oxide effectively. These compounds work together to not just temporarily boost circulation, but to actually help repair and restore your body's natural circulation mechanisms. I call this the blood flow restoration protocol. I've put together a detailed presentation that explains exactly how this works and how you can implement it in your daily routine. You can find the link to this free presentation in the description below this video. But before you go watch that, let me share with you the most important part of everything I've told you today. The fourth and final element of circulation restoration isn't a supplement or a technique or a habit. It's a mindset shift that I've seen make the difference between men who reclaim their vitality and men who resign themselves to decline. Here's what I need you to understand. You are not broken. You are not beyond help. And the changes you're experiencing are not inevitable. Consequences of aging that you simply have to accept. They are signs that your body needs support, and when you give it the right support, it can respond in ways that will amaze you. I've seen 70-year-old men experience renewed energy and confidence that rivals what they felt in their 30s. I've seen relationships restored and rekindled. I've seen men who thought their best days were behind them discover that they were actually just getting started. The key is understanding that your body wants to be healthy and vital. It wants to function optimally. But in our modern world, with our processed foods, sedentary lifestyles, and chronic stress, our natural systems get overwhelmed and start to break down. When you give your body the right tools and support, it remembers how to heal and thrive. This is why I'm so passionate about sharing this information. Because every day I see men suffering in silence, thinking that feeling tired, unmotivated, and disconnected from their own vitality is just part of getting older. But it doesn't have to be. You have a choice right now. You can continue down the path you're on, accepting that things will only get worse from here. Or you can decide that today is the day you start taking back control of your health and vitality. If you choose the second path, I want to support you every step of the way. Start with the morning habits I've shared today. Implement the breathing. Exercises, add Ceylon cinnamon to your coffee, and try the contrast shower routine. Give it 2 weeks and pay attention to how you feel then. When you're ready to take the next step and address the deeper circulation issues that may be holding you back, watch the free presentation I've prepared for you. The link is in the description below. In that presentation, I'll walk you through the complete blood flow restoration protocol and show you exactly how to implement it safely and effectively. Remember, this isn't about false promises or miracle cures. This is about giving your body the support it needs to function the way it was designed to function. This is about reclaiming the energy, confidence, and vitality that are your birthright, regardless of your age, your wife, your family, and most importantly, you yourself deserve the best version of who you can be. Don't let another day pass, accepting less than what's possible for you. Take action today. Start with those morning habits and then take the next step by watching the presentation. Below, the man you used to be is still inside you, waiting to be rediscovered. Let's help him emerge again,